We're graduating in June, but before we leave this place for good,
we're checking out some of the best food spots in the area.
I'm Jonah.
And I'm Shannon.
And this is Grub Before Grad. So we made it to
Phở Ngon,
which is, as you can see, a pho restaurant that serves the iconic Vietnamese soup. However, I like grilled pork chop and grilled chicken with fried egg. That is my go-to dish at Vietnamese, so I will be getting that. So Shannon will be getting the pho today. Vivian, what's your favorite dish from this place?
I normally get the pho, but if I ever want to spice it up, I'll get the grilled pork chop, like you said. This place has a lot of other dishes we can try.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. Time to warm up because it's really cold out here.
Chỉ cần ngồi với em chút thôi, được không? Nhìn vào đôi mắt em, thế sao? Một thế sao mơ hồ? Dù ngồi đang cách nhau một chút, nhưng mà vì anh chưa muốn feel, dù thích em hơi nhiều. Alo.
So what's your experience with Vietnamese food?
I would say it's kind of limited. I've gone to a bunch of different pho places before. I've even been to this one before. However, I haven't had it a lot or enough to really say that I'm an expert when it comes to Viet cuisine.
Em hơi nhiều nên em phải nghĩ sao nói vừa tai. Tại vì most of the time em ở trong tâm trí anh hết thời gian. Chỉ cần ngồi với em chút thôi, được không? Nhìn vào đôi mắt em, thế sao? Mơ hồ, dù môi đang cách.
I like this. Really good crispy texture and good flavor.
Muốn feel, dù thích em hơi nhiều. Chỉ cần chút thôi.
I don't know what to do. It's good though.
Đôi mắt em, thế sao? Một thế sao mơ hồ, dù môi đang cách nhau một chút, nhưng mà vì anh.
It's like a spring roll in a rollception. It's coffee, that's sweeter.
Giờ đi trắng tay, em trong lòng anh không như trước. Đứng cách xa tầm tay, mà lại cảm thấy đau hơn là tự vui mình trong nỗi tiếc. Baby thôi anh chẳng cần nghìn lời xin lỗi. Em gieo giấc mơ nhưng cô dâu quên đi tưới trồng, để lại mình anh thật vu vơ, thật ngu ngơ khờ dại. Giờ còn gì thì nói nốt. Không gặp em, anh gặp may. Đôi chúng ta là sai.
Very good.
Quên được một ai, nhất đôi giây nhầm sai. 'Cause baby, so is you.
Meat. Good soup.
Sao đã quên được một ai, nhất đôi giây nhầm sai. 'Cause baby, so is you. Baby chắc là số mình không duyên, cá này là khó.
That's good. Good fish sauce too.
Tay mà nếu anh nhớ không nhầm, em thích ăn rau cần, và theo thói quen anh lại phải mua mớ rau ăn đại, vì anh cũng thích rau cần. Yeah, okay, anh để em đi, nhưng mà đôi khi anh vẫn lên mấy story.
It's fried egg, but the yolk is perfectly runny.
Kêu thằng homie ta cần oxy cho ta đi hít thở một vòng hồ gươm nó lại lôi đi nghe nhạc lo-fi.
Yeah, it's pho broth.
Tìm một lối ra, tìm được một lối ra mà sao cứ thấy nó sai từ lần đầu. Mượn một chút thôi.
Very flavorful. Very flavorful. Baby, I give up. Very flavorful pork chop. Oh my god, that's so hard to say.
All right, we're back, so it's time to get into some more ratings, starting with food.
So for food, I had pho, which had beef flank, rare beef, and beef balls. I like to add a lot of things to mine, so I obviously added the bean sprouts, the mint, the lime, the sriracha, the hoisin. Anything that could go inside that bowl of soup is going in. Pretty good, like overall. I wouldn't say there's anything extraordinary, but definitely it was still very good. I'd easily give it a solid 4.
As for me, I got my classic grilled pork chop and grilled chicken with rice and fried egg. As far as my staple dish goes, it was pretty solid. Presentation was quite nice. The portion size is really big. It was a bit red. I've never seen it so red, but it didn't really change the flavor. Just looked more vibrant, I guess, so that's good aesthetics-wise. In terms of flavor, everything was pretty much as I expected it to be. The fish sauce was the right taste. It was sweet, and I liked the fish sauce to be more on the sweet side rather than salty. Egg was perfectly runny in the middle. The meat was tender, and it was well seasoned. In terms of how it stacks up against the other pho restaurants where I've ordered the same dish from, it's a bit better than average, but it's also not something like super like, oh my gosh, this is like the best thing ever. So with that in mind, I would give it a very solid 4 out of 5.
I had the vermicelli. There's like grilled pork, there was like shredded pork skin, and then there were some vegetables in there too. There was some cucumbers, some lettuce. There was also another spring roll in there too. The bowl came with fish sauce and peanuts, so you would normally just like throw it in and you just mix it all up. Once it's all mixed up, it's like very flavorful. I would say the flavors were pretty solid. I would give it a 4 out of 5 as well.
Moving on to appetizers. I don't know what any of them are called.
So there were 3 appetizers, fried spring rolls, fresh spring rolls. And the third one we had was basically a combination of the two, which is a fresh roll and a spring roll combined. They're all probably the most classic appetizers, I would say. Probably give them like a 4.
I thought the appetizers were also pretty good. I liked the fried one a little bit more, only because the fresh one only had 2 pieces of shrimp. I thought it was kind of sad. I think it should have had more in it. Like, it was still good with the peanut sauce and the pickled carrots. I still thought it was very yummy, but just the fact that there was only 2 shrimp, it kind of felt like there should have been more. I don't know. I don't know if 2 shrimp is like a custom or if that's just like a restaurant thing for like costs and whatever. I also did like the fish sauce a lot. Don't really have anything else to add other than like, I love peanut sauce, as Jonah knows. Like, I could drink that. So as you probably know,
that again.
time, and yeah, if I'm served peanut sauce with anything that's dippable in it, I'm having a great time. So I'd definitely give both, technically all 3, because the third one's just both of them combined, 4 out of 5s.
I actually prefer the fresh one. I like eating it and not feeling like my heart health is being affected by it. I don't really like any fried rolls unless it's those shrimp ones you get at dim sum or it's lumpia. Those are the only exceptions, but the flavor was on point for the fried one. As for the combination, yeah, it just kind of feels silly to me because they're both good in their own right. When you combine them, it's like, why though? They were both perfectly good things. I would say for the fresh one, a solid 4 because it's pretty typical, but it was good. The combination, I would lower it to 3.5 just because it's like kind of silly. And then for the fried one, I would leave it at 3.5. But I mean, if you like fried food, 4 makes sense. Yeah. Moving on to drinks, Vivian and I both had the Vietnamese coffee. You didn't see her with it because she got it to go. Vietnamese coffee, I've had it only one other time. Compared to the other time, it's pretty much the same. Like, it's essentially just coffee, but a bit creamier and a bit sweeter. And it's good because it's sweet, you know, like compared to like Soban where I just had unadulterated pure cappuccino. It's definitely more appetizing. So 4.
For mine, because it was to go, it definitely didn't have the quality I would have liked. Employee that was making my drink, I think she rushed it a bit because she saw we were about to leave when I was drinking mine. There was still some of the coffee grounds. It was very off-putting. Like, the drink still was good in itself, but you'll just occasionally taste coffee grounds and then you'll be like, did my coffee get made okay? Or so for my coffee specifically, I give it like a 3.5.
Moving on to service. So I thought the service was pretty good. We were all kind of kept to one side of the restaurant, so it was a lot easier to check up on us. The food came out really quickly. Everything came out at the same time. It's so nice that everything's fast, but also we need to take shots of everything, so it's really hard to still have food while it's hot when everything comes at once. Overall, I still think service was fine. I think I'd give it probably a 4.
It was a lot faster than I would have expected because while we were like sitting down, you could hear the amount of Uber orders coming in, and then there's like people coming in to like pick up. It'd be understandable if the service wasn't as fast. I don't have anything bad to say about the service. I would say we probably got our food within like 5-10 minutes after we placed our order.
Yeah.
So I would probably give it like a 4.
It was fast, too fast, as many are. They were a little bit less check-in-y later on into the meal. Like they were always coming for the first half, but then by the second half, it was like not at all, like literally not at all until we went up to pay. So for that specific reason, I would just say 3.5, but outside of that, pretty solid overall. Moving on to atmosphere. It was very similar to Seoul because it was split into dark and light. But unlike Seoul, across the board, the decorations were a bit better. It wasn't anything spectacular, super flashy, picturesque kind of stuff, but it was a comfy atmosphere and one resembling other Vietnamese restaurants with similar theming and stuff. I would say it's pretty average, a little bit above average. I would say 3.5.
It's essentially just a typical pho restaurant, like nothing too special about it. So I would probably give it like a 3.5 as well.
Kind of going off what they said, definitely like the whole split of like dark and light. Also, the dark tables had like little plaques on them that said reserve, so I thought that was interesting, but no one showed up in the time that it took for us to get in there, eat our food and pay. So I don't know who they're actually reserved for, but you know what? Maybe it was just a strategy to keep us on one side to make it easy to wait tables. I did like how they had plants and things in the corners. Another thing that they had was children's TV shows playing on not one, but 2 different TVs, and they were different shows. You could tell that a lot of families go in there and you have to like entertain the kids as well. So having the TV show treehouse shows and things like that and just little kids shows is something for them that they actually have considered. So I think for that, I would give them a 4. I just think it's really funny that they understood that families go in there for fun. They have little kids that they're probably really irritable. So if you have a TV show, they're just gonna have their eyes glued to the screen and they're not gonna be annoying.
Moving on to final thoughts about Phở Ngon. Let's start off with you, Vivian. How would you say this place ranks among all the other pho restaurants in this area? Do you think it's about the same quality and price, or what do you think?
Probably like in the middle. I feel like it's just like your typical pho place. Like there's nothing that stands out in terms of like how the food tastes, plus like how like diverse their menu is. So it would just be in the middle. Not high, not low, just average.
I've been to a lot of pho restaurants, especially when I was young. One thing that I like about Vietnamese food is that it's so consistent. Like you could go to literally any chain and it feels like I can get the exact same meal, the exact same drink, and it tastes good. So I agree with that. It is pretty average, but the average is pretty high across the board. It was a pretty big portion too. That's something that varies a little bit more between Vietnamese restaurants. This was definitely on the bigger side, at least for my dish specifically.
I got a medium.
You don't have the mic yet. With that being said though, it's definitely something that you might want to check out if you're in the mood for pho. You know, it's a cold day, you want to have some nice warm soup or a good pork chop and chicken. Why not go to this place? It's like any other, but doesn't mean it's bad.
The price, the portions, the pho, all of it, pretty good. Considering I got the medium, that bowl was massive. Like I could have drowned in that bowl if I put my face in it. And that was for what, I think $15.99 or something like that. So that's a crazy price for that much food. So yeah, definitely a place to check out.
And with that being said, thank you all for watching, and we will see you at our next meal.